YouTube, excuse me for making an intro to this video after the event. However, I forgot. I was at the Arnold's and I decided I should probably actually do a YouTube on this and try and vlog it. I have to say I vlogged a lot of the main events, like the bodybuilding, the strongman, etc. Not any really footage of the expo itself. You know, when you're walking around, it's crowded and it's absolutely manic, then it's not that possible. But I'm going to show you as much as I can of this weekend. It's been a little while since I did a YouTube video. I've done a couple of other bits. I also filmed some footage when I went to S20 Fitness in Sheffield with my client Hannah. Hannah also stayed with us in the Airbnb the weekend just gone at the Arnold's. So I've met her a couple of times now, which is cool because we are only, how many weeks into coaching are we? 6 weeks, looking at my diary. So yes, it's been nice to get to know her because she will be starting a prep soon for shows at the early start of next year. And yeah, there was also the BNBF Northern that I went to, which I mentioned in my last YouTube at the end of it, that I was going to that. So yes, I am going to take you through that. I'll take you through the training session at S20 Fitness. Highly recommend you go there. It's a cool gym. Yeah, and then we'll get into the Arnold's footage. Right, I'm basically just going to review the footage and talk through it with you. So this is the Nautilus pull down at the S20 Fitness gym. So yeah, pretty much it's a gym full of a lot of Nautilus kit. This is Hannah looking absolutely fire on the piece of kit. We also use the T-bar row. This is the Watson T-bar, which I really, really liked it, to be fair. I found it really, really got a good connection with it. And yeah, it was a lot easier to pull than the one in my gym. So yeah, happy with that. And yeah, this is Hannah as well. So yeah, she's not long till she starts her prep. You know, so we've just had a little short off-season push-up together kind of thing. So yeah, just aiming to keep her body composition in a good spot whilst pushing food as high as possible, to be fair. She's demonstrating nicely the single arm pull down here, obviously staple kind of exercise on most people's pull days. So yeah, cable single arm pull down, looking good. It was a lovely day. We, you know, went back to her house for a bit, ate Cocoa Pops. I met her cats. Oh, and here's me as well, just playing around with it. Wanted to find a rear delt exercise, so just kind of improvised with this machine, lowered the seat, underhand grip, got a really nice connection to it. Yeah, you've always got to manipulate the machine sometimes and work it to your advantage. But yeah, it was nice to just train with Hannah, meet her. She showed me around her town, Chesterfield. And yeah, it's just nice to get to know someone and kind of see their lifestyle before they go into starting a competition prep with you. So it was an absolute pleasure. And then the very next day, so September 4th, I went to the BNBF Northern in Manchester. And yeah, it was just crazy. Like, as you'll see in this lineup here, like, the size of natural guys. Like my coach Tom, before I went to this show and told him I was going, and he told me I'd be underwhelmed, bless him, but he basically just meant, you know, you'll realise the extent to which drugs play a part in bodybuilding, because obviously used to seeing these massive jacked shredded guys on stage, then you go to a natural show and the size of them is obviously hugely different. So yeah, if I think you've not seen a natural bodybuilding show before, this footage will kind of give you an idea of what you can actually expect to see, you know, without the use of like performance enhancing drugs. You know, the guys are a lot smaller. You'll see there's a lot of them that kind of don't have that really hard, dry, shredded condition. This was a good class, to be fair. I think the guy on the left won the UK DFBA a couple of weekends before anyway. I think this was the juniors, to be honest, if I remember rightly. But yeah, the show was largely made up of men. There was like 95 competitors, I think, and there was only 11 women in that category, in that show, sorry. I think mainly just purely because it is a lot more possible to compete naturally as a female. Whereas obviously for the males, like, you're just simply not going to be competitive, like, you know, in like a PCA show or a FitX show or whatever. The sheer size and condition of the guys that you'd be against would make it literally impossible to compete naturally, which is why they have these natural shows. So men who don't want to take PEDs can, you know, actually take part in the sport, basically. That's George Osborne in the middle, by the way. You might know him from YouTube. He's like a very well-known natural bodybuilder. But yeah, the overall feel of this show was like very much kind of like a lot of it's jokes, like just to kind of keep the crowd entertained, I suppose. So watch this routine on the next clip and you'll get the idea of exactly what I mean by jokes. And that, my friends, was the BNBF Northern and my first experience of a natural bodybuilding show. So I think without further ado, I am going to move on to the Arnold's footage now. So the next clip you will see is me at the last ever Arnold Sports Festival UK. Airbnb tour. So this is the lovely entrance, and you're about to behold my darling sister in her new Be Epic clothing. Absolutely buzzing with it, aren't you?
Yeah, it is a vibe.
It is a vibe, to be fair.
I'm going to give you a little... So I've got my... It's a bit oversized
Be Epic.
because I'm literally mini. And I've got a Be Epic.
It is sick though.
Then,
This little, like, the new stuff that AJ Morris has done.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Really nice
And then the bombshell leggings.
Yeah, exactly.
Always a vibe,
Yeah.
especially with those quads.
Yeah.
This is actually a sick Airbnb though. It's really a shame that we've only got it for the one night. So we're just unwinding on our phones.
My 39p apple juice.
Buzz in. So yeah, there's all the amenities here. We've just cooked off some pasta and had tea. And then we come and there's a little lounge. Where's the light in here?
On the wall, mate.
On the wall? Which wall? Aha! Ta-da!
Well, you switched light from here now.
Oh. Not the nicest lounge, but you know, it's nicely decorated at least. What's fuck off?
The mirror fell down.
Oh, fuck
The
off indeed.
Take off makeup station.
Yeah,
Using the bread.
classic. Bread for the breakfast in the morning. And then we go up. So, there are 3 bedrooms. This is the one that I am sleeping in. I think all the bedrooms are pretty much the same size. That's my bedroom. A little wardrobe in corner. And then this is Charlotte's bedroom. Very good, very nice. And then we have my lovely client Hannah, who you saw earlier in the vlog that I trained with. She is staying in this room. She's currently training in the gym. She's got a back and delts tonight. Committed clients, as are all of my team. So she has gone to the gym tonight to get that session in. And then we have the bathroom. Why can I never find the lights in this Airbnb? Aha. Bathroom. Da da da. Nice big shower. Da da da. That is it. Very nice. Just some cupboards. How was the day, the first day?
Yeah, it was really good. We got to meet Keithy West, which was my highlight.
Love a bit of Keithy.
Yeah, just get one day out from a show, isn't he? Is it
one week out, yeah.
And he was just so nice and genuine and down to earth, and yeah, he was just such a nice, normal guy. What else did we do? God, I can't believe we were there for like quite a while. We didn't actually seem to do that much, did we? We saw the strong women stuff, and that was a vibe.
Yeah.
What else did we do? Phoebe Hagen. We saw
Yes.
a talk with Phoebe Hagen. I had to be prompted then. Sorry, we're dog tired, so
Disgustingly tired.
yeah, disgustingly tired. But yeah, she's again a lovely, down to earth human. So it was really nice to hear like her bodybuilding journey and how she started off and her passion for it. So it's a vibe.
Yeah. Day 2 of the expo is about to go down. It's the Saturday now. I'm wearing my Team Evo t-shirt, and the aim is to get down for the bodybuilding at 9 AM. It's currently about 7ish. I don't know because I'm charging my Apple Watch. But yeah, the aim is to get down for the bodybuilding at about 9, and Tom should be there. He's got a client competing in women's physique, which is the first category on, and I've got a friend competing in that category as well. So it's going to be interesting to try not to scream for my friend when Tom's client is competing as well. So I've just had my first caffeine hit of the day. Coffee. And yeah, let's see how many caffeine hits I end up having today, because Jesus Christ. Barely slept last night. I'm not the best sleeper. And yeah, I was already really tired yesterday. So it's gonna be fun today to get through. But I mean, sitting and watching bodybuilding for a few hours, I'm sure I'll cope. I'm sure I'll have shitloads of adrenaline running through me. I am seeing Maz compete in the women's physique category, and it was her debut this year. And yeah, 'cause she did figure like the previous years, and she was never getting like the top placing and stuff. And so this year she's moved to women's physique. She did the Race Street Rumble qualifier like 2 weeks ago. She won the class. So yeah, her debut, she won it. Buzzing for her. Buzzing to watch her today. Buzzing to watch quite a few different athletes today. And yeah, we'll just go around the expo. We'll see more of the stands and see what else is going on. And I'm excited.
Forward front to the right. Face front. Front double bicep. Front line stretch. Competitor 12, Maria Yo.
Yes, Mars, come on! Yes, Mars!
She's so beautiful, yeah, she knows it. There's a spider in her.
She's mint. She won the Race Street Rumble.
They're going to mark it out for the next meeting.
They're insane, aren't
They're
they?
fucking ridiculous. She's so good.
Yeah, she is.
But that's those judges, that judge there, there's a couple of them in the panel.
Yeah.
It's like proper, like, it's like proper.
Oh, okay. Bless her.
I don't know, she'll win that class though.
Yeah.
It's good.
She's sick.
Here we go, balls off.
Come on, Paul. Moving well. Come on, Paul. Keep it going.
Well done, Paul.
Oh.
Chill out, take reps now. 15 seconds to go. Are we going to see one more, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, Rihanna, let's go. We want to see it. We nearly there.
Go on then. Yeah!
That's a speed rep. She ain't done yet.
Yeah!
That is way too easy.
Yeah, there's loads left in the tank. She said that was better.
Side chest. Face the rear. Back double bicep. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right.
Make the bed. Elite, getting off. Sorry, but she's elite. I don't think I'm being biased, I think she's the best.
Right, guys, that pretty much wraps up the footage that I got. So, like I said, there was no actual expo footage. It was all just kind of like the bodybuilding, the strong man and strong women footage that we got the most of. Basically, the pro stuff. Like, that's what you want to see. Like, you're going to the Arnold Sports Festival. It's the best in the world. You're going to go and watch the best in the world. So that's pretty much what we did for a lot of the time. I also met a couple of clients. You know, I met Hannah. I met my client Leah as well, who's like a ridiculously good natural figure athlete. And yeah, it was just a really good weekend. Really, really, really good. So that's pretty much everything. I mean, you saw a bit of the clip of Maz compete. Obviously, she won her class again at the Arnold, which is fantastic. It gave her a chance of shooting for a pro card, which was amazing to just see her like up there. She proper had like tears in her eyes when she was doing the overalls, because it's like you're one step away from getting a pro card. But the girl who won the pro card literally won figure pro and physique pro, like which sounds unrealistic, but seriously, like if you'd been at that show, you would have understood like there was no one better than her on that day. She stood out in every single lineup. She entered like a lot of different classes, because you can do with two bros. You can do like, you know, you can do like novice, you can do open, you can do your height class. There's quite a lot of classes you can do, but she's also was entering figure and physique. So she was in a lot of classes and she won them all. She was just phenomenal. So she won her both 2 pro cards, which has probably never really happened before. And yeah, she went on to compete at the pro show the next day, but she got into second call outs, because, you know, fair enough, like you're not gonna go like qualify as a figure pro and then the next day be like pro level, like size wise and everything. You know, Meg placed 5th, which was incredible in that lineup. She got second call outs last year, so to come first call outs in both of her shows this year and place 5th was fantastic. It was nice to see Meg do well. I don't follow a lot of athletes. I'm kind of very much someone who just focuses on myself and being a better version of myself. But I've certainly followed Meg over the years. She's actually the first ever posing class I ever went to. Meg ran it, and it was bikini at the time. So it's kind of crazy looking back, but yeah. So that wrapped that up. You will have seen I was speaking to Tom when I was watching Maz. Tom came and sat next to me, which was kind of probably the most surreal moment of the whole weekend, just because yes, he's my coach, but it was so cool to see him in action, like with a client on stage, with loads of clients competing at the PCA show that he wasn't at, you know, because you can't be in 2 places at once. And he was like constantly on his phone. He was like, you know, as soon as the client got off stage in front of me, he was like, oh my God, what's 60 grams of carbs? What can I give her? Messaging all his other clients at the PCA. He was just on his phone constantly, like peeking people. Yeah, it was phenomenal to see that and be like, this will be me next year. And I think I would wrap up this video by literally saying, obviously that was the last Arnold Sports Festival. Anyone who follows like bodybuilding news understands why, you know, with everything that's gone on. So there won't be another Arnold's, but next year I've already seen, because Tom had a little bit of an exclusive and told me what the show is going to be next year. And that obviously, you know, I'm going to be competing there. You know, he does expect that I'll be in the running for my own pro card. Which, let's be honest, like, I'm not doing IFBB for shits and giggles. I'm not putting my health at risk for shits and giggles. Like, I'm doing IFBB so I can be the best of the best and go down the best of the best route. And obviously, yes, like, by competing with the IFBB, there is that pro card on the horizon kind of thing. And I will be aiming to get a pro card. That is the aim. It doesn't have to happen next year. But the fact that I could be in the running for one, the fact that I will have a chance next year to compete for a pro card, the fact that Tom thinks I could get one is everything to me. I already had in the back of my mind, like, it could happen next year. And hearing Tom say it was literally a surreal moment for me to really, really go for it now. Obviously, it might not happen next year. Why should it happen in my first ever year of trying, my first year as a proper figure athlete? Like, obviously last year I actually did a bikini prep, so you know, this will be my first kind of figure prep and a run up to it. So yeah, it might not happen next year, but it will happen. I'm going to become an IFBB figure pro. That is the journey that we're on now. If that's next year, cool. If not, I can't wait to just compete, be up on the stage that I witnessed this weekend, with that caliber of athletes and have a chance and just see where I stand. And then if it doesn't happen next year, it'll be, you know, recalibrate, take the feedback on board and go again probably the year after and get that pro card. So that is the journey now that you guys will be following. And I'm blessed to be taking you along that journey. And this weekend at the Arnold's obviously gave me a lot of motivation and inspiration and understanding why I'm actually doing what I'm doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't wait to continue prepping for my pro card with Tom. And yeah, that's the end of this video for now. And stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. if you got this far. You know, tag me in your Instagram stories, let me know you've watched it, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And yeah, see you in a bizzle. Ciao for now.